January and February. One of the biggest months that we've had that took us all the way to 795K ARR. So close to touching that 1 million.
Our manufacturer couldn't keep up with the demand. There's always problems. It kind of seems like the world is like conspiring against you. We would get messages like, hey, I need this. Like, what's the problem? For me as a founder with purpose, wanting to really help people, like that didn't feel good. It's an opportunity to test your price elasticity.
How's the tangerine flavor?
I like it. It kind of has that like morning orange juice feel.
You know, on the airplane today, it was like the morning, and that's something I was craving. Just orange juice. Welcome back, guys. This is episode 4. If you guys watched the last episode, you know we made it all the way to 356K ARR. Now we're in 2025, January and February. One of the biggest months that we've had that took us all the way to 795K ARR. So close to touching that 1 million. So welcome back. January, February, these were interesting months, right? We had found winning ads. We were scaling them. Google was working well. We started introducing the competitor campaigns with Magic Mind. That was performing excellent as well. But there was something that slowed us down a little bit that we had a lot of calls on, and I was nervous about too.
Yeah.
What was that? What did we have to do?
Well, our manufacturer couldn't keep up with the demand, you know? And as an entrepreneur, I've experienced this quite a bit, and like, you kind of have to expect it, but like, there's always problems. And a lot of times when they happen and they're not because of you, like there's kind of seems like the world is like conspiring against you, you know, and like just making it harder and harder for you to be successful. And it's hard to take a business from 0 to 1 essentially. And there's always, you know, issues that you have to overcome. And one of the biggest ones is, you know, we started getting everything working and then we didn't have the product. And it was out of our hands.
And right? it was so close to that 1 million ARR that we wanted to touch as well.
Yeah.
So close to it.
Yeah.
So what happened here?
It's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah.
It's worse than not having anyone want your product. But our manufacturer just was having issues with their business. And they ultimately ended up going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Which ended up being a good thing because they got purchased by a company that recapitalized them. But for many months in our existence working with them, they were delayed in delivering what they owed us. Yeah. And, you know, customers, especially on subscription, you know, don't want to wait for the product. And, you know, you have to work around it and be upfront with communication and try to salvage a bad experience for them. And I found that, you know, if you're just honest and tell them, hey, this is what's happening, you know, your best customers will stick with you. But we definitely lost some, and it made it harder. And it's very stressful, you know, because you have a real product in the world with people that want to take it because it's really helping them. You know, our product replaces Adderall for a lot of people. And, you know, if you know that type of kind of prescription stimulant, people take it every day. And we would get messages like, hey, I need this. Like, what's the problem? Where's it at?
Yeah.
And for me as a founder with purpose, wanting to really help people, like that didn't feel good. So we had started actually looking for other manufacturers to diversify it. And it's not as easy as just going to have somebody else make it, especially when you got a really, you know, complex product. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in our blends. It works for a reason because of that. And so it was difficult to find somebody else that can make it, and we haven't. We've gotten some conversations going, and we have some potential backups, but they're still working on formulating it right. And thankfully, the original founder of the business that we work with to make it came back and bought it from the distressed owners, recapitalized it, and are now improving the processes around production. So it should be a thing of the past, but you know, again, everything can be going right, and something out of your control is going to happen. You just have to expect it and kind of, you know, be able to stay steady-minded and get through it, because it's always going to happen.
I remember you bringing this up on the call a few times, right? This was the ongoing thing where they're saying, hey, we'll get you the product back, but then it got delayed back and forth, but it was very stressful. Yeah. I could see that from your end too. Yeah. And then from our side, we were like, hey, we're getting so close. Like, what other mechanisms can we use during this period?
pre-orders and whatnot,
and switching to the pre-order route, which also continued to perform pretty well during this time period as well. I was thinking usually with pre-orders, your CPRs would start skyrocketing up a little bit.
it was really surprising.
Yeah.
It actually got better one week.
Yeah. And I think, was there a pricing change as well during this? Yeah.
Yep. In February, we started selling so quickly, and we were having problems keeping up with the demand that it was an obvious opportunity to increase the price. So we did, and and it didn't drop conversion rate. And so, it's an opportunity to test your price elasticity. And what that means is just like there's a point to where that can bend in a way that it doesn't affect your metrics on conversion, and you want to touch that ceiling, right? And I don't think we've reached it yet. To our existing subscribers, we're not going to raise your price.
Yeah.
But it's a premium product and it works, and like there's a value in it, and you don't always know what exactly that value is from a monetary standpoint. But this is a digital world, digital business, and it enables you to test in a way that finds that exact price.
Right. Okay. And then are you currently looking for other manufacturers as well to maybe de-risk the manufacturing side, have a secondary, third manufacturer? Are you thinking about these things?
Yeah, but you got to have the product be right. You know what I mean? You can't have a variation in the product, and it is hard to make this. So we're working on the actual formulation, having somebody else formulate it correctly.
What I find most interesting is like throughout these episodes, how our conversations are changing around manufacturing and finding the right suppliers and pre-orders, and like challenges changing from day one being, hey, I need more users or customers, to now things a little bit out of your control, a little bit different.
Yeah. And you, for the most part, have never done this before, me, to you, like the proverbial you. Yeah. And you just got to have the confidence and ability to stick with the problem enough to figure it out.
So that brought us to 795K, even with manufacturing issues. Yeah. We dealt with that through pre-order. I think that was a pretty successful sprint up until February.
Sure. While we were having these delays, we were also trying to launch this new flavor, right? So there's all this other complexity to it. We wanted to come out with another flavor because we wanted to give people the option to try another one if they didn't particularly like the existing flavor that we have. And there's variation, right? People like certain things and some people don't. And it was also delayed. And we finally came out with it. And it did help improve our metrics in two ways: conversion, but also retention. So when somebody goes to cancel a subscription and they say, oh, I don't like, we run them through this like survey. Why do you want to cancel? And then it's a decision tree based on what they say. We then give them a specific offer. Oh, you don't like the flavor? Try this one, right? So it gave us another opportunity to save them. And it ended up improving our retention rate by 10%, which is a big deal.
Huge. Yeah.
So those types of things are just small iterations, small optimizations that you can add to your process.
And I got to try out the tangerine flavor today.
It's this one.
Want to do it?
Yeah.
You want to do it right now? Let's do it. How's the tangerine flavor?
I like it. It tastes like a tang, Yeah. Like it kind of has that like morning orange juice feel. So.
On the airplane today, it was like the morning, and that's something I was craving, just orange juice. So now I can completely understand why this would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like you're in the breakfast mode.
Right, and that's when most people drink the product in the morning to kind of get their day started. Our original flavor, strawberry lemonade, doesn't really go too well in the morning. Some people take it then. And this just kind of fits better. It's more, relatable to that time of the day. So it gives you an option to do that. And a lot of people do take it like a kind of daily cognitive supplement. It's like your daily vitamins for your brain. Get your day started and kind of set you on the right path. And there's a lot more ritualistic feel to it.
Right.
And I think that people feel that and kind of tell that to us in reviews.
Is there a funky story or a method that someone has used to take Graymatter, Bright Mind?
What do you mean?
Or maybe it's not like in the morning, maybe it's not in the afternoon. Someone's using it late night, or they're putting it in their protein powder.
Funny enough, some people take it to stay sober. So like they'll drink it as a social tonic.
Right.
We've never really marketed it for that or like thought it would be that, but it's helping people stay sober. So instead of drinking alcohol, they'll have some Bright Mind. And it's really interesting and it's cool to be helping people in different ways.
And then actually I've heard of this, like sometimes even people that don't drink, they'll use Red Bull to get that little bit of energy.
Right.
So I can see the same thing happening here with Graymatter as well.
Right.
That they're using it to get a little bit of a kick, a little bit more focused, a little bit more alert, still stay present in the party.
Yeah. I felt that too. Like the last 3 months I didn't drink. I had a procedure on my knee. Yeah. And I didn't mind it, but I would kind of get tired in the social situation. I'm old now, man. And that was the only thing I wanted to keep out, keep going, stay out. And like alcohol kind of like keeps you going and gives you some energy in a weird way. And this would do the same thing, but in a much more healthy manner.
Got it. Yeah. Amazing. All right, that's it, guys. Next episode is going to be the milestone that we hit. So make sure you guys tune in for that, and we'll see you guys next time. March and April, we have something to celebrate. We officially hit 1 million ARR, and we're going to tell you guys how we did it.
When you have any product, so the best marketing is word-of-mouth marketing and third-party validation. A big one is letting them use their insurance programs. You can spend from your insurance on wellness products. Meditation for me has been really, really effective and important in my life, which gave me the idea to launch Graymatter and Bright Mind because I was kind of solving my own problem. I spent all my money last year making this a thing. Yeah. And that was really hard.